My name's Scott Barnes. I used to be a product manager at Microsoft in Redmond and Seattle. And today I'm basically going to talk about, think of this microphone as my digital pillow, me screaming into it. It's basically the celebration of mediocrity within, I guess, the industry that I've started to notice over time, and specifically from a Microsoft standpoint. Inside Microsoft, we had this guy called Steve Jobs as one of our competitors. Now, a while ago, his company was kind of broke. Then he kind of teamed up with this other guy called Jonathan Ive, and they created this, he had this idea about industrial design being the future. Basically, he went electric. And so, as a result, he created these crazy, I guess, computers, all this hardware that just sort of went everywhere and anywhere. Now, we inside Microsoft are kind of like laughing at them, sort of saying, this is not going to go anywhere. These guys are just basically Fisher-Price with lots of bits and bobs. Then he came out with the eye thingy, and then we sort of started taking notice. And then they started making fun of us in the ads and so forth, which kind of hurt, to be honest. And as a result, the thing that we sort of started to notice the most is this phone was actually sort of a disruption in the market, and we got angry. Inside Microsoft, we actually started to get really sort of annoyed with it. It didn't help that 30,000 employees inside Microsoft on campus alone had iPhones, and the fact that when the iPhone first came out, I saw a line around the corner full of Microsoft employees all lining up going, please sir, can I have some more? So we got angry, and the product that I was working on called Silverlight was shimmed inside this product called Windows Phone 7. And you took any Microsoft today, and they'll tell you it's the most innovative, groundbreaking thing in the world. But it kind of looks like the frickin' iPhone. They've changed the software. They don't change the hardware. The hardwares all look the same. But the software is still, I guess, mediocre. Like, I don't think the software has changed the game in many ways, shape, or form. So I looked up the definition of mediocrity, and I kind of said, this is the word I've been searching for. This is what we seem to be suffering from the most. And this is one of my biggest frustrations in Microsoft, because when I was in Microsoft, I witnessed one employee say, hey, Steve, why aren't we innovative like Apple? And the response was, we don't have to be innovative. We sell good enough. That is our response. So that for me was kind of, 2 days later I resigned. So that for me was, there's no evolution here. We as a human race aren't evolving in many ways, shape, or form, because we're too busy copying and pasting each other. We need to go outside the box. We need to do what I guess one of the presenters said today, we need to go electric. We need to take risks. We need to take, I guess, meaningful technology that we have today and then change it up. We have so much available to us. Now, these two guys don't follow. They lead. And historically speaking, they have constantly had success. There's no sort of, and trust me, you talk to any Microsoft on the front of the street, they'll tell you, oh, no, we're successful. But deep down, under the hood, you sort of start to see the things sort of rise above. At the end of the day, the iPhone is the most disruptive piece of technology that I know of, simply because the Android, the Windows Phone 7, and the BlackBerry all look the frickin' the same. So you as a consumer probably see this blur of the same things. But innovation is not something we have to worry about, because innovation is out there. Today I found this. It's a bento laptop. The laptop comes apart and becomes individual devices, and it kind of snaps back together again. This is innovation. This is available. Why aren't we taking this forward? And also I found today it was this wearable the phone. The phone sort of changes. The software's still the same, the hardware's different. Obviously the hardware becomes more. So we don't necessarily use software, we work with it. And that's the point I'm trying to make tonight, is that software and hardware go hand in hand together, but the hardware's leading, but the software's lagging. Because when we talk about the software, we ended up with these SAP solutions, which you found across the street in all government departments. It is like, put your thumb on a desk kit with a hammer and you'll be the same pain threshold. But what we could be doing is taking that same context and change it up, make it a bit more usable, make it more friendly, have fun with it, play with the end users. They're under duress, they work for the government, they don't really necessarily like their work most of the time because it's about policies. So change it up, be inventive, don't cut and paste, stop it. It's just not working. You're doing it wrong, is the point. And to get back to that Microsoft comment where they sort of say it's not, we work with good enough, Apple sells less units per year, but they make more than Microsoft. So that goes to show that, he sells good enough. This is his brand. This is why, I guess, we as a company at the time, many times have failed and succeeded. We've kind of tapped into the mediocrity, which is most people sort of celebrate and they enjoy. But at the end of the day, this guy's killing them because he's not selling good enough. If it's not good enough for him, he will not partake as a market. So the lesson for us in the software industry, specifically as a developer and a designer, is that we've got to stop encouraging this. We've got to say, no more. If you come up with something innovative, then I'll follow you. But stop celebrating the constant realm of mediocrity. And that's pretty much it.